my bag. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. Run up and up his magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set, ready, 60 Pittsburgh, topper, five.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Clancy escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had the bad game last week.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
On the
The
set.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Five.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. Lucky. Hey, check. Check. Ready.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard
Ready.
line.
70. Indy. 31's the mic.
Off play action. Clancy. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. It's a big run that time by Bell. Give him 69 yards on the ground.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Coaching spell. Hey, Haywood. Lead trip.
Off the play fake. Clancy. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, foxtrot. Now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He's crashing. He's checking. Look, squeeze. Check 25. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Clancy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Quick edge. Come. Tighten up. Blue draw Corkers. 22's coming. 22's coming. Nice.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clancy. He finds Beckham complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Trubisky will throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Two-jet bomber.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they say. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on second down, Clancy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
6-6, pull it high. Team showed up. 31's the mic. Ready?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So with time running out in the half, they were forced to settle there for the short field goal.
And you and I both know they would have loved one more shot at the end zone before they decided to settle for that field goal. But it was a prudent, smart play. Take the points and move on. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Single. 31's the mic. Let's go one more. 31's the mic. Coming. 31's the mic. Hit it.
A final shot before break. Clancy. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The final shot before break. Clancy. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Bell. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. It's a pickup of 5, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Gary Jennings.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Bravo. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Clancy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
31's the mic. Oh, here we go.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. And let's pin the mirrors back. 5.
On fourth down, Clancy. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Again, it's Bell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Switch.
He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Like 22, go.
Off play action. Clancy. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
6-6, bullet time.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hey, Delta. 22.
Back to throw. Clancy. It's caught. Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. General West. You ready? Now.
Off the play fake. Clancy. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, zoom. Zoom.
Off play action. Clancy. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Hey, Charlie.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Watch the backer.
Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. Okay, double up. Slide 61, matchbox lights.
Switch. Save.
Let's go. 5.
From the gun, Clancy. This is Hillman with it. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
But it leads to fourth down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Looking to throw. Clancy. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. -9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
X3, 218, chopper. Ran, top.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Clancy. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 56 yards. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. Inside, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Here we